Okay, this is a video for George. A few people have asked. I have another video somewhere teaching a way of doing the strumming pattern. The strumming pattern is a 6/8 pattern that you would use to back jigs, or jigs basically, which it goes down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. The reason I wrote the song was that I was learning how to do that strumming pattern and I was moving through chords, and that's where the basic riff came, which is a D sus2, A7 sus4, and then a G5. So D sus2 is just that. It's a D chord with your second finger lifted off on the E string ringing. A7 sus4 is that same D chord, but all you do is lift your first finger up one string, so it's on the second fret of the D string. That's A7 sus4, and the G5 is so that's your pinky is on the third fret of the E string, your ring finger is on the third fret of the B string, and your second finger is on the third fret of the low E. And I'm using my pad to mute. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll be going, oh, he does this all the time, and I do. So sometimes I do the F sharp bass with my thumb, and sometimes I do it with my first finger, most probably my thumb, I don't know. Let's find out. So this is the pattern. So very slowly. And there's a slight, like the chords are slightly pushed. It's easier, it's almost easier to do and it's faster, like. So that's the intro and all of the verses. Well, is it all the verses? No, the intro and most of the verses. And then the choruses are, that's E minor 7, so just an E minor with your pinky on the third fret of the B string. D with an F sharp bass, just a D chord, and I've got my thumb hooked over the second fret of the low E. And it's also muting that A string. G for George is all about fighting, Friday and Saturday night. For George is all about fighting. Verse 2. So just the same chords. Triplet. Watch the video that I've put up about how to play that jig rhythm, and you'll realise I don't know how they happen, but they just do if you practice that strumming technique. Saturday night, and then I think it changes to this picking pattern. So I'm going. So you'll get that picking pattern. Down, up, down, slap, up, down, down, out, down, slap, up, down, down, up, down, slap, up, down, down. So this hand here's going. I'm exaggerating, but so you get. It's weird, I can see this hand doing stuff, but this hand doesn't really do anything at all. It's all happening with my right hand. So where do we get to then? Then we get to that last verse, and I think on that, so the last verse before the middle 8 goes, it's just a drop verse. But I think the chorus is different. It goes, Friday and Saturday night, night for George is all about fighting. Friday and Saturday night for George is Aye, so it goes, I think it goes E minor, G, D with an F sharp, E minor, and then it jumps to this solo bit, which is just one chord with a descending bass. It's a D chord. Well, I've got a capo on. I'm just going to call it a D chord. I don't know what it is. F, I suppose, because I've got a capo on the third. But so it is almost a G bar chord, most of a G bar chord. So it is. What's the best way? Well, with a capo on 3, it's 13, 13, 10, 13. And that gets you this thing. And what I'm doing is I go. So I'm going. So that's that shape with my second finger on the 13th. That shape with my second finger on the 12th, 11, and then when I get to the last one, I'm moving my first finger up. So it goes. So it's doing that, and he's talking about wandering in the woods, and then it goes. That slapping rhythm comes in, and he danced the length of Strathspey, and then in the rain just goes in the rain. So it goes, and his person is playing, blisters in his feet, his arms are in pain, and he danced the length of Strathspey in the rain. Now Friday and Saturday night, George is all about dancing. Friday and Saturday night, for George is all about dancing. He hits the floor on a Saturday night. G, F sharp, G. So that's kind of cool. Those stops. It goes D, 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 A. A, G, F sharp bass, G, and then A7 sus4 does it again. D, 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 A, G, F sharp bass, G, A. It's quite cool. So it's the same chords, but there's just those hits, which are quite difficult to do and sing at the same time. So complicated, this arrangement. The next bit, there's a bit I can't even remember. I'm hoping that when I get there, I'll remember how to play it. Which is the end of the chorus. So then the chorus goes Friday and Saturday night, for George is all about dancing. Saturday night, for George is all about dancing. Friday and Saturday. This was cool. This was Douglas Miller came up with this. This is great. So it goes D. I don't even know what this thing's called. So it's like a D shape, but I move my third finger up to the third fret of the, if it's a D shape, I'm aware that what I'm calling frets are all a bit all over the place because of the capo, but so there's my D shape. I'm just moving my what finger's that? Third finger up a string and then putting my pinky where my third finger was to get this chord. So you've got D. So that goes Friday and Saturday, B minor. Night for George is E7, all about dancing. G, Friday and Saturday, G with a E, G with an F sharp, that's our G with an F sharp bass. It should probably be D with an F sharp bass actually. Friday and Saturday, E minor. Night for George's, all A7 sus4 about dancing, and then it's D or D, D5 to finish. So that cool wee bit at the end. Friday and Saturday night for George's, all Saturday night for George is all about dancing. Friday and Saturday night for George is all about dancing. I did a totally random ending there, but you saw the D. Is it a D6? That thing? I don't know. I did a B minor 7 there, which I prefer to the B minor, so it's up to you. And then the E or the E7 there. And then you just come down G, D with an F sharp, E minor. I think that's all there is to it. The bit that sounds mad and complicated is that middle 8 bit, which is just that. Just in case you've not seen the thing, I'll tag this on the end, which is how I do that picking pattern. So I'm going down, up, down, down, up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's that, which is the jig, what I'm calling the jig strumming pattern, and the other strumming pattern is just playing 6, 8, but you're just doing ups and downs. So that's down, up, down, up, down, up. So the difference is that beat 4 on the jig pattern is a downstroke, and on the normal 6/8 pattern it's an upstroke. So I'll just show you quickly. So jig is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get lots more power in the fourth because you've got 2 downstrokes there, as opposed to down, up, down, up, down, up. And it's in the switching between those 2 patterns that you start to get those triplets forming. So what I recommended that people do is practice it with a metronome and practice switching between the 2 patterns, and also practice playing it for like, practice playing the rhythm for like quite a few bars. So practice playing like 4 bars and then switching pattern. And another thing that helps is, as well as practicing to switch between the 2 patterns, is adding in another alternative bar, which is a bar where you only play beat 1 and 4. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which helps you lock in with the metronome. But the other thing it helps you do is is switch between the really fast picking and doing single strokes, which will help with the bit that goes. You see what I mean? So it's really rough. I haven't played stuff like that for ages. You kind of need to warm up. But hopefully that's enough. If there's any queries, if there's any sections of the song I've missed, I feel like there's one chorus that's different, and I cannot remember how that goes. It's some variation. I think if every chorus usually starts on E minor, I think the chorus before the kind of instrumental, I think maybe starts on G. Friday and Saturday night for George is all about fighting. I can't remember. Anyway, good luck. I'll stick something in underneath as well, like a chord chart. I'm sure I have one on the computer behind me. And please play the song. Cheerio.